Alright, welcome back everyone. This is the third game, Auspicious Immortals versus Um, Once again, you are viewing the Amateur Dota 2 League Season 6 EU entry level playoffs. This is the third game. This is one apiece right now, so this is the deciding game that you will be viewing. First game was a comeback win from Auspicious. Basically, they had a pure attacking aura push lineup with Retro Spirit, Dro, and Luna paired with the Visage and Puck. They lost the early game significantly. There was at one point, I believe it was 9-21 in favor of Team CM. And then once all of them got the levels that they needed, max out their auras and all, they just started winning a lot of team fights and they ended the game dominating actually. Their lineup dominating over CM's lineup. The second game was much closer than the first. The first was just completely out of the way once Auspicious got the lever they need. The second game was much closer until DP got really big, but that was like at the really end of the game. And so now we are into the third game. I'm not sure why CP is taking so long to... Let me just check it on the outside. I'm not sure why CP is taking so long to pick their first ban. Something's wrong here. I got a feeling dire DC here. But it doesn't make sense because everyone's still here. To be fair, Team CM has been... I think they were like 30 minutes late for the first game, or maybe like 15 to 20 minutes. 30 minutes sounds a little bit exaggerating, but they were like 15 to 20 minutes late for the first game. And then they had technical issues, quote unquote technical issues on the second game. One of their players, they had to replace one of the players from the first game, so they replaced him, but it wasn't like without problems. The replacement had its own problems. They basically what happened was one of the players couldn't reconnect, I think. Oh, that seems like a reasonable pick, so I'm assuming they are not DC. I'm not sure. Skyra feels like a reasonable pick to me, so... I'm gonna say they did not DC. Maybe they're just being cocky or something. So let's see, the captain. Oh. So it is a repick. That is weird. I'm not even gonna restart my stream, I'm just gonna go ahead. This is a little bit annoying and I don't want anyone who is watching to have to rewatch Twitch TV's advertisements. So pretty annoying. Though there is one advertisement about something swimming in the ocean which was annoyingly eye-catching. Can't remember it anymore. Anyway, we're back again thanks to Team CM's pow of technical issues. I'm not even sure whether it's just a strategy to get your opponent pissed off and lose motivation to play properly. Once again, like I said, they were about 20 minutes late for the first game. Then they showed up. Something about technical issues. They showed up finally with stand-ins, and then they started the game. We got in. They lost the first game. We went to the second game. They had to switch a player out to replace one of the players that had to leave or something like that. To replace MIG, I believe he had to leave, but I keep seeing him in the room, so I'm not sure whether he's just not playing or I don't even know what's happening with that player. And with that, I think like once after the picking phase, he DC'd and couldn't reconnect, so they remake, and then he couldn't get back online, so MIG came in and replaced him. And then suddenly after that game was ready, the second game was ready, they say he got back online, so they wanted to replace him again and they remake the whole game again. I don't know. I guess this is probably more casual, that's why they are more liked with this kind of thing. I think at a pro level this team would have been disqualified a long time ago. But anyway, back to the picking phase. No more ranting about pointless stuff. We have the ban being banned out by CM is Lion and Zeus. Zeus definitely an annoying hero for Night Stalker to deal with in the middle, as they went on to pick up the first pick of Night Stalker. And then a ban coming out from Auspicious Immortals, once again the axe, and then they ban up the sniper, so this might suggest they might be going for the SF again. They picked up the Vengeful Spirit, which is an excellent defensive and offensive support hero to play with. They don't get to go for the Vengeful and Lion double again, but they will go for a Witch Doctor pickup. Witch Doctor is a snowball hero, because if you get a lot of kills in the early game and all, you will snowball all the way. Just because Witch Doctor is a hero that relies on being higher on levels a lot, so once you reach a very high level just by getting some kills early game, you get some gold, you get your Gun Scepter really quickly, and you become an annoying hero to deal with, that's for sure. And Tidehunter will be picked up as a core, probably definitely actually I would say the offlane hero. Tidehunter used to be like the support role, but people seem to realize that letting him rush his Bling Dagger and getting more levers is important, Even though it felt like a no-brainer that a Tidehunter would need as much levels as possible, I'm still not sure why he looks like a watermelon. He resembles a watermelon way too much in my opinion, but whatever. He is likely going onto the solo off lane, especially since they're on the dire side. Stacking the Ancients would be slightly easier and better. Draw Ranger being banned out again. After the first game, they have been banning Draw Ranger for the second and now the third game too. It's an annoying hero to deal with, I guess, pairing up with the Vengeful Spirit and the Witch Doctor. The Earthshaker will be banned out by Auspicious Immortals. Earthshaker was a key hero in the second game that helped CM win that game. PA also being banned out right now, so looks like the other core physical damage output carries are still in. Troll, Warlock and Juggernaut still in there. And Necrophos might actually be a pretty annoying hero for both teams to pick up. The Witch Doctor probably deals with Necrophos pretty easily, with the just a large amount of physical damage output within a short period of time. Witch Doctor does heal a reasonable amount with the Voodoo skills. Disruptor also being banned out now by Auspicious. Didn't want to deal with it again. It was annoying enough that they had to deal with it the last game. Do have the both supports being picked up right there though on CM. That is 2 cores being shown up pretty early though. Normally people do pick the Tidehunter very early. A Bristerback will be picked up, so Bristerback definitely an annoying thing to deal with for Night Stalker, who chases after hero a lot. And Bristerback's an annoying thing to deal with, definitely. Slowing you down, reducing the armor from the back and just throwing out a lot of damage. Ancient Apparition will be picked up probably to deal with the heal from the Witch Doctor, and in general the regeneration coming up for Bristleback and other kind of heroes. Definitely prevents or discourages the pick for Necrophos now, though Necrophos still looks like a pretty good hero if the Ancient Apparition ultimate does not hit you. The annoying additional 30-second respawn is still very key. Waiting a 4th pick from CM and Auspicious. Juggernaut will be picked up. Another healing hero actually, so Ancient Apparition does deal with that, but that heals a lot. I believe at max level it heals 7%. Oh no, it heals 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7. But it heals 5% per second. And Juggernaut also, after the nerf, is less scary than what it is. But before the nerf, with the really high agility gain, it was a ridiculous hero to deal with. And I think they rescaled the mana cost for Blade Fury. It used to be constant, and I think it was pretty low. I think it was fixed at 100 or something like that. So people just took one lever in Blade Fury just for the 5-second magic immunity, and then max up the skill for healing ward and blade dance, which blade dance actually increases the crit percentage to 35%, and that's a ridiculous amount when you have an MOM and just a lot of agility gain. Sand King is being banned out of 5th ban, looking like a powerful team fight lineup. Tidehunter Ultimate, AA Ultimate, Razor Ultimate, so I guess they want to ban out Sand King. Though an Enigma still looks like a pretty good pick right now for CM. They do have a mid hero, a carry hero, so I guess they need to find support for their lineup, but the puck will be banned out. No mid hero yet for Auspicious though. Razor can go mid, especially Razor's mid against Juggernaut can go mid. Juggernaut against a Night Stalker would probably be pretty good, but the Razor will likely be the one going mid. Witch Doctor probably can go mid too. I'm not sure how they want to do this. Brewster back, we do see some safe lane Brewster backs. And Storm Spirit will be picked up as the final hero. Looks like we will have a Storm Spirit mid and Brewster back offlane, Juggernaut safe lane. That looks like how we're gonna have it right now. And the final support picked up by Team CM will be the Ogre Magi. So Airplot will go on to the Witch Doctor. Vengeful Spirit this time switch to Quoth. Sniffy on the Brewster back. Sniffy on the Brewster back. As you can see, he's a power bush. And the Juggernaut right here, which I cannot seem to click on. The Juggernaut will be played by Fluffy, who had a really good game on the Joe Ranger. And we have the Storm Spirit by Venom, who at the very same time had a very good game on the SF too. Once again, the Dire team going back to the same plan of just walking right down the bottom lane, trying to go into the jungler and try to pick someone off. But once again, Elkanar on the Razor, Night Stalker, Hippo on the Night Stalker, MIG on the Ogre Magi, and Deep Spore on the Ancient Apparition, who is on the Tidehunter. His name is Nispo. Smoke up 5 of them once again. Same plan, same day. They did this in the first game. They will review the Night Stalker, and looks like they're in a position to just run away. Diving onto the T1 right there, so they'll just run away, and it will be 1 bounty rune each. And they will be giving the rune to the Night Stalker and the Storm Spirit. So Night Stalker, looks like Night Stalker will be taking mid. Do they have a sentry? Do they want to like de-ward? They do have a sentry. So put it in the middle, and yeah, Night Stalker probably is gonna struggle a little bit against the Storm Spirit. I'm not sure why the hotkey never ever works. This is slow to cancel out the creep kills right there. And oh, Night Stalker getting really low here. Might even be able to get killed. And he will give away first blood to the Storm Spirit. Once again, Venom playing extremely well in the mid. As you remember, in the second game, we have the Earthshaker swinging in from here, trying to deny the border and the Crow. Venom on the SF managed to swing away, keep the Crow alive, and get a first blood on the Earthshaker. And now once again, he got a free kill. That kill came out of nothing, actually. But I do know Team Auspicious actually does a pretty good job at controlling the runes. Support constantly gets one of them, so the mid will be able to get the other. So Venom doesn't exactly have a lot to deal with. However, Storm is now a 1 full level above the Night Stalker, so that will be pretty beneficial. And he's using it to harass him a lot. There's a lot of magic damage being thrown out right now. It's more like a casual. Venom is being very aggressive right now. Just casually throwing out a lot of damage. Night Stalker, however, does get his border right now, so he should be able to sustain in the lane a little bit better. Bristleback isn't having as great a day as the Tidehunter. He's slightly under level right now. The Bristleback did manage to block this creep wave right here. Storm does get a regeneration rune, and he is level 6. Probably one of the best and most annoying rune to deal with on the Storm Spirit. Night Stalker this is his first night, and he doesn't seem too interested to Tidehunter is being a little bit aggressive here. The regeneration rune could pay off. Regeneration is still popping. Okay, it's ended right now, and Bristleback's getting up to clear this creep wave by quite a bit, so he does get a lot of experience from that. Might run into each other right here. He does run into each other. Significant lag coming out right there. A lot of silence coming out, but Night Stalker might go down instead. Significant amount of time being thrown out, so Storm Spirit might turn around and get the kill. Yes, Storm Spirit does go down to Hypno over aggression over there, and looks like Sniffy will go down too. So 2 kill going the way of Team CM. That's a lot of gold swinging to the other side. 800 and 300 negative gold on one side, so there's 1,000 gold swing. Back to the harassing life in mid. And Tidehunter is stacking up right now. I think he does have 2 stacks. Oh, he actually fails to stack. He dives down to get a kill onto the Night Stalker. And a TP coming in from someone, but was cancelled right there. Oh, TP from Ancient Apparition. It does come in though. Soul Ring already picked up on the Storm Spirit, so he does have a 10 charge stick, so if he gets a regeneration rune or haste rune or double damage, he might be able to get some kills right there. They want to engage on him. He does have 2 stick charge, and he will be able to dive away, but Night Stalker, looks like Night Stalker wants to dive this in, and he may not be that good, but okay, he does get away right there. No TP reaction, but Tidehunter on the other hand might go down, and he will go down at the bottom lane to Juggernaut. No, Witch Doctor actually. Witch Doctor gets the kill. Storm Spirit, they're giving away another kill, but it's doing pretty good so far. We did the net worth chart. Juggernaut is actually doing pretty well too, and Storm Spirit will continue his harassment up. He will dive in for the Storm Spirit. It's being silenced up right now, so it might be an over aggression. He does manage to TP away, and he manages to swing out to the other side to safety now, but he did use up a lot of his mana. Might be interested to dive on the AA, but he will not do the same thing. It looks like Night Stalker was coming in. This does give him high ground vision, and Juggernaut very actually already doing pretty well. Juggernaut actually. Razor 2 actually on the top doing really well, having free farm, though nothing close to his mechanism yet. Probably about like 800 gold more to mechanism. I want to keep this for the I think he might use it to clear his stack. Yes, he does use it. Oh my god, the EU doesn't help at all. This is a triple stack, right? He is not close to his... He is not very close to his Blink Dagger though. He does have a lot of level. Actually, he lost his level advantage. Oh, the stack is being cleared by the Storm Spirit. The stack, CM stack a stack up here. I think Razor stacked that stack, and it's now being cleared by the Storm Spirit. I believe it was a tree, huge stack. Sorry. Considering this game has a Storm Spirit and a Night Stalker, we have very few kills actually. Deep dive down right into it to get a kill onto the Tidehunter, who was getting closer to his Blink Dagger, but just lost 200 goals in progress, 250 goals in progression towards that. And we have here a regeneration rune. fun rune for Storm Spirit to pick up. A regeneration, and actually if it pops his regeneration, he could just dive right in onto the Storm Spirit. Sorry, onto the Ancient Apparition actually. I will not do that. And are you sure you want to do that? Ravage will be thrown out. And it looks like Storm Spirit is dead for sure, but the ultimate will pop up and you will get a kill. Juggernaut will get a free kill onto the Night Stalker in return. You will have to back out right now. Ravage being used to get a 2-on-1 trade. Not too bad, but not in a position to continue fighting right now. He will get stacked up. Might be able to change some. Might be able to get something in return right now, but Bristleback has no mana to continue this fight. He is not in a good position. He looks like he may even pay with his life. But more diving coming out from both sides. Nice stun, no bounce, not in favor of anyone, but the Ancient Apparition Ultimate will be thrown out, hoping to get a Bristleback. Will not connect onto the Bristleback, and this looks like it will be a 2-for-1 trade, and that's about it for now. Storm Spirit does still have his. He might be tempted to just jump. He does see it, and he will be able to get the AA down very, very quickly. Regeneration rune is popped, but I think that was popped because of the timer, not anything else. Oh, silence being used on the Storm Spirit, that prevents him from jumping down and engaging onto the Ogre Magi. But more and more, Night Stalker diving a little bit too deep right here. Stun being thrown up. But Vengeful Spirit will go down here. This is a double hero. That would be an infinite bounce if he managed to get it off. And he is not in the position to throw that out. But it will be a 1-for-1 trade in the end. And AA. Oh, it feels to bounce onto the Ogre Magi. That's a little bit. So it stuns onto the Crypt. So there's no stun for a few seconds right there. And Ogre Magi very, very low. Continuing to chase right here. Probably 1 or 2 spray, maybe 8, but Storm Spirit will dive in and get a kill on him anyway. MIG will be burst down, might even get a second return kill onto the Night Stalker. Night Stalker being chased down, slowed down, earned himself up, but not enough. Earn being used onto the Night Stalker to keep himself alive and does not go down. Storm Spirit continues to dive onto the T2. He gets a kill onto the AA. MOM pops on the Juggernaut, getting to clear up the wave, and they will get the T1 mid right here. T1 will go down as Ogre Magi TP's in alone. Storm Spirit is low on mana, so he's probably pretty safe right here. And there's a haste rune down there. No bounty rune at the top, no bounty rune at the top, just a haste rune at the bottom. So that will give him a little bit of mana for him to just come back into the game, I guess. Technical issues on my side, give me a little while. Oh my god, I did miss a lot. Like one whole team wipe. Okay, sorry about that. Some mouse issues, mouse and headphones issues. I should probably look to get a new one soon. Anyway, it looks like what we have here is we have a team wipe and Juggernaut goes down. continues to push onto the top tower. More pinging coming out from I don't know who. Okay, ping is coming out from the Vengeful Spirit actually. Storm Spirit goes mid to prevent the push. AA ultimate will connect with all three of the heroes. TP coming in, a lot of TP coming in. Actually, Night Stalkers trying to chase down someone. Tidehunter just jumps in, no Ravage ready. Doctor just gets stunned out. Ultimate not being used right there. Bristleback manages to TP out, but both support will go down. Some Spirit actually does not go for a straight Bloodstone. He goes for an Orchid first. Now probably he's working towards a Bloodstone. Sort of like a trade. A T1 for a lot of your T2. Might be trying to just get two T2s all together. The AA ultimate trying to hit the Storm, and it will connect with the Storm. But the Storm does see that three heroes are still at the top tower. So a TP coming in now from the Night Stalker, and silence up Orchid immediately. So it looks like he just TP away and brings away from the ultimate. Looks like Night Stalker just came in and gave him more money. Extremely good play there from Venom. He will just jumps himself out right now, and he gets away. Back to base actually. He does get a kill right there from the Night Stalker, who came in and just feed him that extra money. To be honest, he's getting really close towards the Bloodstone. Bloodstone still requires the point booster. Energy, vitality, and point. I'm not sure what they form. What's the thing that, what do they call that thing already? I don't know. I don't care. But that thing requires 3,300 and Bloodstone is 800 gold, so it's like he needs 4,100 and he's on 12. So no, this is not him. This is him. He's on 26 actually, closing in after 27. Oh, Tidehunter smoke gets revealed by the, I think the Witch Doctor walked by or something like that. So Storm Spirit does get a tower and TP's out, flies out right now. Night Stalker pops his ultimate and he will just swings away, but Bristleback manages to TP up top right there. He does cash in. Silence being used up, and he will just try to TP himself up, and he will get to TP himself out right there. Not enough burst damage, can't bring him down. Stomp TPs away to safety. Mantle Star being picked up by the Juggernaut. He does have a crazy amount of attack speed right now. That's very high, 0.6. One hit every 0.6 seconds. Ultimate is cooldown and ready. He did went for a lot of stats though. Not too much into the crit and just a lot of stats. Is he still in time to pull this? Yeah, likely still. Yeah, he'll have enough time. Juggernaut will be able to farm this double stack up first. Swap up and the whole full ultimate will be onto you from Juggernaut. Oh, there's a bad chain link being thrown out right there onto the Bristleback, but doesn't get anything off. I'm probably worried about the Tidehunter's ultimate right now. That's the only thing that could potentially cause a lot of trouble. Stun is thrown out and Night Stalker pops his ultimate. Ravage catches 4 and they do try to burst the Witch Doctor down. They will get the Witch Doctor, but Night Stalker dives too deep. He is now alone, takes a full ultimate from the Juggernaut and goes down immediately. Ultimate being popped out though. Juggernaut spins in. Razor being very low, focused down by Venom, and Venom will now focus onto the Tidehunter, who will go down 2. It's a 3-for-1 right there. On the Witch Doctor, 4-for-1. They get another kill onto the Organ Magi. And Storm Spirit has no more mana to pursue the AA. Looks like they will get a layer of racks. That was a terrible engagement there. 1 kill onto the Witch Doctor. Over engagement there as Night Stalker dive way past the T1, and Juggernaut gets a full ultimate onto him. He went down straight away, and then Razor and Tidehunter taking out a lot of Blade Fury damage from the Juggernaut, which went spinning to avoid magical damage. And Storm Spirit just came in and cleaned everything up from there. So it looks like they do not have a glyph. 2 heroes are up, and Tidehunter is pretty low. AA chosen his ultimate, hoping to connect. It will connect with 4, so they're not exactly in a very good position right now. It looks like they will chase. Night Stalker blinks in, Link Chain onto the BB. Do they want to re-engage, or are they just giving up? Looks like they want to fight. Ultimate starts onto 2. Witch Doctor gets out a really good ultimate that takes out a lot of damage onto the Razor. Razor will go down immediately after that, and AA will continue to be pressed down. Vengeful Spirit will get the last hit on that one. Bristleback wants to dive in, wants to get a kill onto the Silence being thrown out onto the Night Stalker, who will be burst down by the Storm Spirit, trying to get a kill on Bristleback, which he will get. Juggernaut diving into the T4, trying to get a kill on the Tidehunter. He will give up and go back onto the racks. Looks like he'll get a layer of racks, and GG is being caught by CM right now. Once again, Auspicious takes game 3, and they will progress in the playoffs.